The name is Davis, Matthew Davis, and today I'm going to be reviewing Casino Royale, which is a James Bond film. I do own another James Bond film, which I have yet to review, Skyfall, which I will review as soon as possible. I also have the game GoldenEye 007 for the N64, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and I wanted to check this film out. So, James Bond's first 007 mission takes him to Madagascar, where he is to spy on a terrorist, Malacca. Not everything goes as planned, and Bond decides to investigate independently of the MI6 agency in order to track down the rest of the terrorist cell, following a lead to the Bahamas. He encounters Dimitrios and his girlfriend, Solange. He learns that Dimitrios is involved with Le Chiffre, banker to the world's terrorist organizations. Secret Service intelligence reveals that Le Chiffre is planning to raise money in a high-stakes poker game in Montenegro, at La Casino Royale. MI6 assigns 007 to play against him, knowing that, sorry, I just had my hand on the jaw. If La Poker, or no, La Chiffre loses, it will destroy his organization. M, which is a character, places Bond under the watchful eye of the beguiling Vesper Lind. At first skeptical of what value Vesper can provide, Bond's interest in her depends as they brave danger together and even torture at the hands of Le Chiffre in Montenegro. Bond allies himself with Methis, MI6's local field agent, and Felix Leiter, excuse me, who is representing the interests of the CIA. The marathon game proceeds with dirty tricks and violence, raising the stakes beyond blood, money, and reaching a terrifying climax. Is basically what the main thing is about. Now, the way this film opens up is actually in a black and white scene. Is actually a black and white um, sequence. Excuse me, I don't know what I'm saying here. But anyways, it opens up very epically. Like, we think James Bond kills a guy, but actually when the guy gets back up and James Bond just shoots the guy, and we see him in the 007 part, and then we get this fucking epic opening sequence. It's probably one of the best opening credit sequences in a James Bond movie, where the song "You Know My Name" plays, which is a fucking epic way to open up the movie. There are actually so many sequences with non-stop action and stuff like that. And this film is rated PG-13, but there are some really strange sex scenes, but which are good enough for PG-13. But guys, there is actually a scene where James Bond is has blood on his face and is watching it off. There's a little bit more blood in this than what you expected. Like, there is actually a torture scene, which is probably one of the best performances from Daniel Craig as Bond, which actually feels like he's actually being tortured. Like, in the PG-13 rating, it says for a scene of torture, which it is that scene where James Bond is naked and you see a guy whipping him with a rope and whipping him in the ball sack. Which is very strange for a I mean, you don't see anything, but pretty much the guy does get killed. You know, for a PG-13 rated movie, it definitely gets away with a lot. That's like how PG rated movies get away with a lot back then, but not anymore, because PG rated movies have to be more kid friendly now. But there was a lot to it than that. Daniel Craig, I think, is one of the best performances from James Bond for James Bond out there, not knowing to the fact that this is one of the best action films out there. Like I really enjoy Skyfall. I thought Skyfall was by far the best one, but no, guys, Casino Royale is such an epic movie. It has non-stop action, and Daniel Craig does an amazing job as James Bond. Near the end of the movie, we see James Bond just go to this guy and goes, "The name is Bond, James Bond," and then it just cuts to the credits sequence while the James Bond music is playing. The soundtrack to this movie is just so awesome, you guys. And yeah, this is one of the most epic, action films out there, and definitely just an outstanding performance by Daniel Craig as Bond himself. This is absolutely a masterpiece right here. I haven't seen a lot of Bond films, but I can definitely say this is by far the best Bond film. Also, Spectre did come out in 2015. It's supposed to be a decent movie. I'm pretty sure there will be another Bond movie in a couple more years or so, because I don't think the James Bond series is gonna end. There's over 20 movies. I think all the James Bond movies are on Blu-ray. If there is I'll try to get as many Bond movies that are on Blu-ray as I can. I know there's a big ass box set of the James Bond series, but I'm fine collecting the singular Blu-rays. I mean, since I already got two, I might as well just keep getting them nonstop. But guys, Casino Royale is one of the best action films I've ever seen in my life, and this is definitely deserves a 5 out of 5. It's definitely worth watching. It is worth my time. So yeah, definitely worth watching again and again and again. I mean, it's just nonstop action. So that is it for this review, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Word out.